Hey guys. So I was sitting here reading chapter 9 of this book I'm reading. It's called Rich as Fuck by Amanda Frances. And I had to share because it's basically about what I was talking about the other day when I said that there is room for you, there is room for your gift, even though a million other people are doing something or that you are doing. So it's in chapter 9. She talks about business lies. All right. So here we go. Line number 1 is the market is too saturated, right? As I have been known to say, the marketplace is never too saturated for those who are called. Okay, great. Okay. It really isn't about what other people are or are not doing, saying, sharing, or selling. Your next steps are about what you are here to do. As I've already asked you, if no matter what you attempt, it would work out perfectly in every way, what would you try? Per usual, your core desires will contain the answers. Listen, it doesn't matter if someone is already doing what you want to do. They aren't you. They can't and aren't meant to do it the way you will. They don't have your spin, your voice, your take, your stories, your experiences, your revelations, perceptions, teachings, and understanding. They aren't even able to do what you were created to do. There were plenty of life coaches, business coaches, and money mindset coaches already out there as I was led through the phases of developing my business. There were plenty of people with big email lists and social media followings doing way better stuff than I could ever dream of, who were already talking about the things that I wanted to talk about. And when I started sharing about the life lessons, principles, and practices that I knew to be true for me, it wasn't at all obvious that people wanted to hear what I had to say. I got crickets, lots and lots of crickets, when I first started posting about these things online. I kept going anyway. Just a few years later, every single day of my life, I get messages, comments, and emails from people thanking me for showing up and sharing my heart online over all of these years. The biggest difference between then and now is this: I show up with confidence. I believe that what I have to say is important and that my gifts are of high service and worthy of massive compensation. Say it with me. My gifts are of high service and worthy of massive compensation. The book of Proverbs says it like this: a man's gift makes room for him. The Gospel of Thomas says it like this: if you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Give what you have to, desire to, and long to give. Charge for it. Monetize it. Generate the cash through doing what you love or teaching how to do what you love. When it comes to charging for your great work, I believe this: there are people out there right now waiting for you. They are wishing, hoping, and pleading for answers, explanations, products, and information that you are here to give. Some of them don't even know it yet, but will recognize it once you create it. There is a message, product, or offering inside of you that will be the answer to someone's prayer. Also, remember, service doesn't mean sacrifice. Do it for you because it's what you want to do. But know that in doing this, you will serve others. When it didn't look like it was working, I had to know and remind myself of this: this is all adding up in the direction of my dreams. This is all working out for me. It turns out people did want what I had to give. And once I owned that, showed up relentlessly, and didn't give anyone a choice whether they heard from me or about me, as I spread my messages all over the interwebs, everything came together. It quickly became irrelevant who else in the industry once taught on the subjects I do now, or how they were thriving when I started. Some of them are still doing the things, some have become my friends, some are nowhere to be found. It doesn't really matter what anyone else is doing. What are you called to do? Stepping into a destiny you know you were always meant for is everything. Turning your passion into a career has the potential to fulfill you, give you purpose, and make you wildly happy. It will also make you question yourself, confront your deepest fears about yourself, and feel crazy as hell. Showing up for this life and business has not been easy, not in every way. Not even in any way, not in the least, but it has been worth it. I developed my teaching style, my understanding of online branding and digital marketing, and the concepts that I'm now known for by developing and sharing them slowly as I went through my life. I was going to be oriented toward growth anyway. Why would I not teach everything I learned and came to understand? I started with nothing. Most of us start with nothing. Like my friend and client Sarah Dan says, no one is born with a social media following. I mean, unless you are a celebrity child. With that in mind, the next lie is your audience isn't big enough. All right, I'm going to stop there.